Oh, so we are going to a yoga session today so that we can all stay healthy. Hello, Gawin. Let's welcome Gawin as the yoga coach.
Good.
Gawin?
Oh, okay, I can hear. Yes, I'm here.
Awesome, fantastic. This is good to have you on board. Thank you so much for accepting us to do this yoga, which is gonna help our viewers to be able to understand why they need to come to you as a yoga coach. And like, I will let you introduce yourself so that before we go on Instagram live also, then that way my viewers can get to understand why they need to book with you for their coaching sessions to improve their mental well-being. And just talk about yourself a little bit, Gawin. Let us know who you are.
All right, sure. So first of all, I am a law of attraction coach, and actually for today, I'm not doing yoga. I will just share more about the wellness and well-being of a human being because for us, actually nowadays that we can actually see a lot of people are focusing on their body health, their physical health, but a lot of people are not paying attention about their mental health, their spiritual health, because everything works aligned with mind, body, and spirits.
Just
But
hold that thought a little because I'm going to make you repeat yourself on Instagram in a short while.
of course,
But you are just letting also my YouTubers know like who you are. That way they can get also to discover your channel. Tell us about your YouTube channel.
all right. So my YouTube channel is called Gawin Lim. You can just search on YouTube and you will see that my videos are there. But most likely right now, I've been focusing more on Instagram these days other than YouTube. But I will go back to YouTube in the next couple of days because I've been preparing all the contents and the videos to upload it for the best suit for the people around me and the people who watch my content.
Great.
Yeah.
And I enjoy it, and that's the reason why I decided to choose Gawin so that he can be able to guide us so that we can feel some serenity and just so today being a well-being and
Sorry, come again.
we are dealing with the well-being and
Wellness and well-being of our body, our entire human being actually. Yeah.
sorry for the viewers, we are just preparing to also go live on Instagram. This way our viewers can also get to benefit from the content. So here we go.
Let's go.
And you can join me now from there. So I'll be welcoming you on the panel also. And we can
I'll be waiting for you. Should I show my phone here? I mean, like you can see my phone directly.
It's okay.
Is that okay?
Hello, viewers. We're just waiting for people to come on board and to join us, and then we can be able to talk about this. And hello, Prince. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you. Hello, Gawin. So now I have to welcome Gawin on board so that he's going to be telling us more about the well-being and the wellness of our body. So welcome to our channel today. Sylvia shares here. Thank you so much for being here and for watching us. We hope that you...
Hi.
Hello, Gawin. Welcome. So we are going to be welcoming Gawin today on board as he is going to tell us more about well-being and wellness and give us a little bit of yoga movements, a little bit. This way we can be able to stay healthy, to stay... Reduce the volume a little bit? Okay. There's a bit of
One moment. I think I have to adjust it. Okay. You can go now.
Great. So welcome, Gawin. Tell us about yourself a little bit, and then I'm going to introduce myself afterwards.
All right. So first of all, I would like to thank you, Sylvia, for inviting me to your station to share the knowledge that I have here for today for everyone who has joined. So first of all, my name is Gawin Lim, and I am a law of attraction coach, where I teach more people about the law of attraction and mind, body, spirit's alignment for you to actually build your body. And today's topic is actually more on well-being and the wellness of our entire body, because the society today that we see that a lot of people are focusing on is the physical body, the health of the physical body. But the actual reason behind this is that I realized that a lot of people is not paying attention on their mental health as well as their soul. That's why we see a lot of people are getting into depression, people are getting into suffering or mental health and suicide, and this kind of thing is happening a lot, especially during this pandemic. So for today that we are on live today, I would just like to share more on the well-being of our mind, body, spirit alignment, so that we can actually have a better life, better lifestyle, better well-being on being a human in this world. Yeah.
Great, great. Welcome to Silver Shares here again. As I said, since I deal more in guiding people into time and financial freedom, so that as I share the different multiple earning streams on my YouTube channel that you can find on the bio profile, I prefer that people gain time and financial freedom so that we can be able to all live, love, laugh, and learn. And part of living and getting this time and financial freedom, it's health is so vital, because if we don't take care of our health, then what's the point of working hard? What's the point of us getting to the point of reaching the heights of, wealth and a lot of money, but you can't enjoy it because your health is not okay? And this is why well-being and health is just so vital, and that you see a bit of workout once in a while that I try to do, or something of the sort, but it's just going to enable all of us to keep our health in check. So I hope that you're going to join us. If you didn't work out, this is the moment, so that you can get some movement, as Gawin is going to guide us, and as he tells us the value and the importance of just working out and everything. So up to you now, Gawin.
All right. All right. Thank you, Silva, for the introduction. So, first of all, I think that today I would like to start on a more understanding level of the well-being and wellness of the body, and to not straight away to move into yoga, which a lot of people might not have been prepared. Maybe we can do yoga in the next session that we are going live. And for today, it's more like an understanding on why we should focus on our well-being of not only our body but also our mind and our spirit alignment. And that's the way of actually building the real strength of a human body, a human life. Because as living in a human world right now, we can't deny that we have a soul inside ourselves. We do have emotional, we do have the doubt, the stress, the anxiety that we are feeling in our everyday life. And that's the thing that I want to bring out to everyone here, to focus not only on physical health, physical muscle and strength, but also paying attention to their inner health, their inner strength, their mental health, and the spirit alignment with the energy, so that we can move on as a person who is more energetic and more uh, powerful to the things that you do in life. Yeah. So first of all, what I would like to actually share to everyone who joined this live here, and whoever who is watching this video as a repeat, I just want to share mainly more on our energy. Like, there is a lot of time in life, especially in this pandemic, people are going haywire, people are getting a lot of stress, people are getting a lot of anxiety, a lot of stuff, like from the job they have, finances, and a lot of troubles is coming in right now, a lot of the energy that is stressing us out. So today, what I would like to actually share more in this life is actually the tools and skills that I use to remain calm and peace all the time.
Okay.
And
Gawin,
obviously,
just a moment. So, like now, because most people are struggling with stress all over the world, but you know clearly that when they are undergoing this stress, almost reaching them is almost like a problem because they're in a different mindset. So, even looking at a positive and powerful information like you are giving us sometimes proves difficult. So, how do you assure that your information and your valuable guidance reach a large number of people, for example? How do you make sure that, well, apart from just asking people to share out as much as possible and everything, like how do you make sure now that this person who is feeling so low, so not okay, gets to, find you? How do they find you, for example?
all right. If you're saying that how people can reach out to me, basically I'm on basically every social media platform. Just type my name, Gavin Lim, and I will pop up everywhere. Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, you name it. I am already providing content out there on how to actually remain calm with peace and how to actually handle our life and move on with a better person, better energetic, powerful person to take control of your life, depending on the things that we do and the practice that we have on a daily basis.
Great. Okay, so as you're listening to us, don't hesitate to, follow Gawin's page at the same time as he is just going to be guiding you all year throughout, and you will just see all the benefits of, following his page and as he guides you into your well-being. And even if you are okay as a person, don't hesitate to share out the video to another soul that may need it, because when we are ailing, when we are feeling low, we just want to know that somebody is there for us, that somebody is listening to us, and that that person can even just give us such information. So don't hesitate to share the YouTube channel and, check out Gawin as much as possible. I would definitely recommend him as a coach because he's really doing a great job at making so many people like get better. And this is the reason why I chose to have him on board. So trust that my choice is really out of seeing that he's doing an amazing job. So sorry, just continue, Gawin.
Right, sure. All right. So the point of today's live video is actually to share more about how to be calm and be peace at all times, because the reason why I chose to do this recently is because I've been getting a lot of message recently from people from all around the world saying that they are very stressful at the moment, and a lot of them can't actually move on their life peacefully enough to actually handle the stuff in their life. So that sparks a light in me that mental health in the society right now is not actually on the level of people's understanding and how to maintain being peaceful and calm. And one of the things that when people listening to us on discussing about calm and peaceful way of being, a lot of people will say that it might work on some people, but for a lot of people, they will say that it might not work for them. But the actual fact is that it will, because this is a mechanism that we practice consciously to calm our energy down, to calm our mind down. It's just a simple mechanism. Like, let's say you are in a very stressful situation right now. Let's say you are going on a stage just before. Of course, you will feel the nervous system coming on, like the mind is going crazy. Like, what if you fell down, or what if you shame yourself on stage? This is the common reaction that we have as a human mind, as a human body. So there is a certain way to actually build out, to actually calm ourselves instantly so that we can stay calm, and we know and to be conscious to every situation that we are handling, and to make a better situation, and not to take action out of fear or out of anger or out of anxiety. So the first thing that I want to share for people is the most simplest way, but a lot of people don't actually do it whenever they feel that kind of like stress and anxiety, the certain hit of rush, the stress in your mind, which is just to breathe. Take deep inhale and exhale. This is the simplest and the fastest way to calm the mind down to be peaceful instantly. So whoever is watching this right now, if you can, you do this with me. We take a deep inhale in and gentle exhale. We do another time, take a deep inhale in and gentle exhale. So you can actually feel while doing this deep inhale exhale, you can actually feel that your body, your energy is starting to slow down a little bit, because you are consciously forcing your body to don't be that active, don't be that reactive towards the environment that is happening to you.
And
And
on
that
that,
is actually how we
yeah,
can do.
mhm.
Are you saying
Just
something, Sylvia?
sorry, just on that point, I really would like our viewers who are watching us to understand how you came to this point of even trying to help people get better. And as you're talking about not concentrating so much on the stress that is in the environment, maybe you could tell us how you also went through this stress so that you got to develop this talent of actually gaining the knowledge to be able to help other people become better. Maybe you can tell us that so that we can make our viewers understand that you have been there, maybe where they are feeling this way right now.
Okay, sure. This will take quite a while, but I will go as fast as possible. So I get this question a lot from my students, from the people who approach me, and they just want to be sure, man. It's normal, because you don't usually see a young person teaching about spirituality, about law of attraction, and how to move on with your life. So this is how I came to the standpoint of today, where I become a law of attraction coach and a lifestyle coach. I start I started few years ago, where like right now you see that I am a very confident person. I am very cheerful and funny towards every conversation that I make with people, and just having fun in their life. But it wasn't this way just a few years ago, because just a few years ago, when I graduate from my college, I actually didn't graduate. I just dropped out from my college, and I work for a job that is very stressful. Excuse me for that. And that job actually, it is, I work as a personal assistant under a very high place CEO, where he is a very busy man, and I am a person who is handling his job, everything 24/7. I'm a guy who is uh 24/7 on call. We can go out on midnight to rush to another state to have a meeting in the morning, and I have to be with him with his job 24/7, you know. So that kind of stress and the anxiety in the job is really killing me inside of me. My mental health dropped dramatically at that period of time when I'm working. And as you can see, right now, actually, I am still recovering from my health. At that time, my health is also depleted dramatically. I gained about 10 kilograms of weight in just like 3 months' time, because of the stress, because of the environment that I'm working in, that I couldn't actually cope with the stress of the job I have there. And that's the moment where I realized that I have to do something different. And that's a moment where I started to reach out from different people around the world to learn about success win, because I don't think that success is just to work hard, pay them and die. That is not what I'm going to work with. So at that time I was reaching out to a lot of different peoples and mentorship and programs just to learn more about life, more about business and spirituality, and how life is about, and how do we actually live on a happy and successful life. And that's when I met one of my Master Sri Akashana, where he's doing a lot of spirituality work, a lot of law of attraction work. And he is one of the master that I claim that I learned most of my knowledge from him, and also being able to teach the spirituality knowledge, the law of attraction knowledge of well-being and wellness of our human being to all the people that I reach out today, is because of the message that we want to bring out to people, the message that we want to spread out towards all the society right now. Because for us, our mission here is to just provide more love and positivity and knowledge for people to actually know how to live life to the fullest, to unleash the beast inside of you, to actually just to live out as a confident person, as a person who is meant to be in this world. Because we believe that everyone in this world is meant to be here to shine. There is a purpose why you are here as a person. And our message, our mission right here is to spark the light inside of you and give you the knowledge to live the life of your life to the fullest, and to bring more love and positivity around the world.
This is
And
where
I
you're
think this is
joining.
what
This is where you're joining me in my themes every single time as I share. I believe honestly, people are supposed to be able to live really life fully and just to enjoy it, because we are living in the paradise time, but people don't seem to recognize this. That's the reason why I chose this theme since January. I was like, people just need to live, to love and learn. And this is how, like, I began my theme of the year to us, just inspire people to be able to live life fully. So I guess this is how we connect also very well.
yeah, I believe so. Because I actually appreciate all the works you are doing recently. Like you go live very, very often to just spread out a lot of knowledge, love and positivity out there. I mean, like today on Monday we are doing wellness and well-being. I know that you have a business day where you talk about
Tomorrow,
business, and
yeah.
also love and relationship day where you talk about how to maintain a love and relationship. I mean,
Okay.
this is the thing that we have to put out more to the peoples around the world. I mean, the society is programming people to be stressful, to be negative, to be anxiety. But if this goes on more and more, there will be only just more chaos in this world.
Yeah.
So we both here, I really feel that we are on the same journey here to just put out more love and positivity out to the world for people who really want to search more than just living the life of the peoples that is programming us to live. I always reach out for the people who wants to know more, who wants to live the not average people's life. And
Yeah.
that's where people likes to explore more in life, in terms of business, in terms of spirituality, in terms of mindset and well-being. And that's why I understand that we cope so well, and we can actually move on with our work right here. Like we can actually just spread out more of this message.
Yeah, I would like to just thank you, our viewers, for staying with us and listening to this vital information on why, your mental well-being is really, really important and necessary to just, have an all-rounded, balanced life, so that you are able to be able to live in a more healthy way. And when your mind is in a state of peace and a state of serenity, you are able to fulfill all your objectives in a much better way. You're productive even in the company area as an entrepreneur, and you're able to really even impact those who you're working with and those who are working for you in a much positive way, because you're in a better position. But if you're frustrated all around, things are not okay at home, things are not okay, maybe, business wise or financially, things are tight or something, just try and find the serenity, as Gawin is showing us why it's important to just go close yourself somewhere in a doors, go close yourself somewhere where you can just take the breathing test. Maybe you can take us through again the breathing test that can just bring back somebody into that position of calmness and collectiveness to be able to think better and make wiser and mindful decisions.
Yeah, because that is why a lot of people are being confused in life nowadays, because sometimes where we react a lot of the things that is happening around us, we somehow couldn't differentiate what is the mind is trying to tell us and which one is actually the right decision to make in our life. Because like I understand where business, like people who are in work or people who are in business, there is a lot of things, a lot of challenge that is happening around them, and they always wonder how they can actually like have a moment for themselves to actually calm themselves and to actually know the clarity of actually which decision to make and which step to make in life or in the work or in their business to actually move forward for everything, because of the stress that is happening all around them. It's actually somehow it's very hard for them to focus without actually calming the mind first. So actually, this is what I do every time where I have to make a difficult situation or a quick decision to leap forward in my business and to start a different thing. I will always sit down peacefully. I will sit down in my place. I will take a few deep inhale, exhale, just like I did previously. I see that there's a lot of new people who have joined. So we can do this again. We take a deep inhale in and gentle exhale. We take another deep inhale in and gentle exhale. So by doing a few deep inhale, exhale, each time you can actually feel like your energy and your mind calming down instantly. You are pushing out all the stress, all that negative energy out of your body to stay calm and put your mind sharp enough to see the situation in front of you. And by doing a few just simple breath work, you can actually to be like calm enough to see what is happening around you, and you have more clarity of which decision you have to make to leap forward. Because I understand that a lot of position in jobs or even as a business owner, as a CEO, there is a lot of time you have to make decision. You have to make decision quick, and even it is a large decision, we will always want to be calm enough to know what is happening around the decision and which way we are going. So the best way to actually calm ourselves instantly to see what is happening in front of us, what I always do is to take deep inhale, exhale to calm our bodies, calm instantly, and be firm of our ground. Because when we finish the breath work here, we are actually accumulating our energy back into our body and align it with our mind so that we can see clearly which path that actually makes sense for us to move on.
it's part of exactly the same breathing techniques that when a woman is pregnant, that you're taken through breathing sessions like that. And when a woman is having like so much contractions, especially the last month and everything, so it really helps a lot, and just sent me back to 6 years ago, when you're taught the breathing technique on really bringing you back to centering back everything, and it really helps to practice those breathing. So if the ladies are pregnant, if we have any ladies watching us, do practice this breathing technique. It really helps a lot.
Yes, especially for women and women who are pregnant. Yeah, you mentioned it actually, because pregnant women tends to have a lot of emotion going on because of the hormone system that is happening inside of them.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's hard for them to control the emotion. And of course, by doing breath work, deep inhalation, you're calming your mind, you're calming the body down to be slower and not to react to every single thing that is happening around us. Because when pregnant women are pregnant, they are more sensitive towards everything that is happening. They can even sense energy change in the room, in the people around them, and that's what makes them trigger. And this practice is actually a good practice where when we actually do deep inhale, exhale, we are channeling more oxygen into our body, into every cell of our body. And that's actually what makes us move on calmly and to see clearly everything. Because we are taking our time to pump more energy, more blood flow into our every cell of our body into it, so that we can actually make a better environment around us. We can be calm around us, even there is a stressful situation happening just right in front of you. By doing this breakfast, you can instantly calm down and to see what's happening. And that's where you can actually make the right decision to handle this kind of situation. And by not taking action from fears or taking action from stress or anger, which most of the people make mistake of it.
Great, 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 great. Okay. And so do you get to also, find a way of calming somebody who is like really, really maybe depressed, maybe they've passed through trauma or something of the sort? How do you bring them now to finding the serenity? Like, how do you reach to their soul? How do you make them feel better?
All right. So for people who are more emotion directed, because people who like are fear of their traumas or are near to depression, are already in depression, their mind can't help but to focus on the things that they fear. So when people are who is depressed, who comes to me, usually I will ask them to arrange a one-to-one meditation session with me, and I'll guide them through a journey that they can actually calm their mind down and to calm their energy down to be peaceful enough. And that's when the moment I'll tell them to actually see what they are putting themselves into.
So do you put them in the
Because
situation where you're showing them more of what they're living to bring their consciousness to the presence? Or
yes,
is that what you do?
yes, yes, that is actually what I do behind my mat. Because for every problem that we need to solve, we actually need to be aware that there is a problem. And that's when people who are depressed come from. They can't actually know when they are going into depression, when they are going into their traumas and being fear of everything. So when they have a one-to-one session with me, I will guide them to calm down. And when they are peaceful enough to see what is happening around them, I will raise their self-awareness to see, to actually know that the moment they are putting themselves into that situation. And the more time they practice it, the more they are self-aware of this situation, they can actually be aware that the next time when the situation triggers, they can pull themselves out of depression, out of the traumas, so that they won't fall into the rabbit hole again.
Right.
Yeah, this is actually how we cope with depression, people who are facing their traumas.
Okay, and so do you get all different ages also, to make sure that even the older people, at times you find many older people who are going through trauma, they fear maybe reaching out to somebody. So how do you try and give them the confidence that they can be able to reach out to you? Because it's very difficult, or especially just even for gentlemen, for example, when they're going through trauma, they are the hardest to convince, like, hey, you need therapy, or you need, what makes you different in such a way that you enable them to be able to come to you easily.
All right. This is also one of the things that I met recently, very very recently, where a lot of people, they want help, but they are not willing to go through now because they
Pride
part of them
comes,
that
comes first.
yes, part of them think that they don't have a situation in them, but part of them think that there is something that they should improve. So it is. I always tell my students and my people who reach out for help for me is that it's okay to be vulnerable. It's okay to let me know what is your situation is, because even if it's not very serious, you can solve it very easily as long as you are willing to listen, you are willing to go through a session to understand everything that is happening around. Because what actually freaks people out about a therapy, about a treatment, is that the opinion of different people's looking at that particular patient, that I have to go through a treatment, I have to go through a therapy on my mental health. But that's not the way actually. By going through a therapy or like going through a session with me, I don't actually give you any medication or any brainwash. I just go through a simple meditation session with you to calm yourself down and to let you realize that this is the trigger that will trigger you to go into the rabbit hole each time. And when you find the trigger, I'll let you know how can you remove the trigger so that you won't ever fall into that rabbit hole ever again.
Right.
And this is basically nothing. It is just basically a session that I make you to aware more of yourself and aware more of what is happening inside of you, that your mind is feeding you all the negative situation, all the negative thoughts that pull you into this rabbit hole of being depressed, being stressed, being anxiety. And that's what people need the most.
So what differentiates you from a therapist, for example, in such a way that, as you said already, you don't give medicine, but now you find, like, especially in the European aspect, where they're very used to a lot of medication and antidepressants or something of the sort. How would you say meditation is the unique way of bringing people back into their self-awareness and actually to healing and becoming better without modern medicine, without being against it either way? But how do you now differentiate yourself to let them know that it actually works?
Okay. Okay. This is basically it's simple, but not a lot of people would believe until they experience the journey of it. So I always tell people who are on their journey to know more, or if they are on the journey to learn more about spirituality, I always tell them that we always born in this world as a perfect person. We are not here, we are not born with fears and stress and anxiety.
Sure.
these three aspects is programmed into our mind when we are growing up in the environment that we are in, the family and friends we are in, the job environment we are in. Because when we are born in this world, especially when we are growing up from when we are born until the 7 years old of our time, this is the key period where decided 99% of our life. Because as a baby, like every human being is the same space. When we are a baby, when we are in 2 to 3 years old, we are fearless. We don't actually fear spider. We don't actually scared of water. We don't actually scared of people being angry or whatsoever. We just cry whenever we want. We laugh whenever we want. We eat whenever we want. We even peace whenever we want. And that is the nature of human being. We are here with meant to express ourselves in a way that we like. And the basic reason why people go into depression, why people have traumas, is because that there is a certain situation or incident that impacted them hardly enough emotionally in their mind. That's why they are afraid of it. Whenever certain situations, certain triggers that remind them of the traumas, the incident that they have in their subconscious mind, they will start to go into the rabbit hole to think about all the fears, all the thoughts that is happening around them.
Okay.
So my job here, when people reach out to me, my job here is to let them be calm their energy, calm their mind, and remind them who they are as a person.
Yeah.
Remind them that they don't actually have this kind of issue as the original perfect person.
Okay. And so
And they don't actually need medication for to realize that we are a perfect person.
okay. And what if
I
now
just remind them.
what if they have been through the process of a lot of medication and it takes the time for the medication to be really out of the system before, because you have had so many cases where they're maybe through antidepressants for like, years, 2 years or 3 years, but how do you bring them to that position where now they are cleaning their system? Do you also touch on what they take in into their bodies so that their well-being is really well surrounded and the cleaning of the system is cleared up in such a way that as you take them through the process of medication, that their body system is actually being cleansed? Do you, find ways to take them through what they digest also?
Okay, so most of my practice here is through meditation,
Okay.
where you can actually where there is the most important part to find yourself, find the peace inside of yourself, and to realize the inner child of you, the one, the perfect one that is coming here as a world. So most of my practice is a daily practice of meditation to calm yourself down, to calm yourself, to align your energy with the universe, and to remind yourself that who you are as a person here. And other than meditation, of course, there is different practice around you. Like let's say you make your room or your environment like a more peaceful environment with plants around, and the things you consume is also an important part for you to take care of. And obviously, I don't force people to go into vegan, and of course going into vegan is a better choice. But if not, people who are not willing to go vegan, it's okay to eat meat and seafood and all of that. Just that you have to take care of the food that is processed and cooked in front of you, because processed food, just like canned food and also like hot dog or processed meat, it contains a lot of chemical inside where it would disrupt our mental system, our nervous system, where our mind will react more if we consume more of the stuff. That's where the reason why where people eat a lot of food, they feel more tired inside of them. That's where the term food coma comes from, where people eat a big meal and after a big meal they feel full and after a while they feel sleepy that they want to go to bed.
Right, yeah. Okay, so we want to say thank you so much for all the, vital and important information on how it is necessary and very important to keep our well-being in a, better way, and to maintain this in a more healthy manner. And I really hope that our viewers have enjoyed this information. So for more coaching, because we cannot hold Gawin for too long, that's the reason why you need a one-on-one session with Gawin. Absolutely, he is amazing, and he is going to help you go through that stage of reaching the epical moment of serenity and peace, so that you can just be able to grow better, be more productive, and even become the best entrepreneur that will help others to grow along with you. Hello, Kristen. Thank you so much for joining. And Kristen, so thank you so much, Gawin. I don't know if you would like to thank also the viewers, and also probably you're going to promise us maybe some moments of meditation and yoga next time.
I can do a yoga guided meditation session next week, next Monday, when we go on live together at this time. If people is willing to join me, I can go through a guided meditation for everyone to calm their mind down, to calm their energy down, and actually to visualize,
So we can
manifest the things that they want to their life.
So you wanted to have that
we can
today, a few minutes today, or next Monday, you say?
We can do it next week where more people join, because it is the first time we are doing this live. Maybe there's people who will watch it repeatedly, and for those people who is watching on replay, if you want to join a guided meditation with me live next week, be sure to be here on time next week, Monday, 12 p.m. Paris time and 11 a.m. UK time. Yeah.
Fantastic. And don't forget to follow Gawin's YouTube channel that is on his bio profile, and my YouTube channel with investment ideas to get you to that time and financial freedom, so that we can all live, love, and learn. So until next Monday, thank you so much for being with us. Thank you so much, Gawin, for being here.
Thank you so much,
Namaste.
Namaste. Thank you for having me.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. All right, we are done there.